I'm going to be a sensation. Not a sensation. A rich, rich star. At this hour? For sake. Alright, I'm coming. Jesus Christ. No! Oh, hello. Sorry. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Detective Billiam, and I've been brought in to solve the terrible murder which took place last night. I do hope that as watchers and viewers and YouTubers, you will all be able to help me solve this baffling mystery. Anyway, let me start off by giving you a few facts about the case. First of all, the body recovered is that of musician Flash Stars, lead singer of the well-known music band Rock Stars of the Future. In terms of the medical evidence, he was killed with one single bullet, one shot fired at close range, dead on impact, didn't stand a chance. We recovered the murder weapon in a pair of bushes outside the house, along with a pair of rubber gloves. A very odd thing to commit murder with, but after all, they could be a very important clue. After all, folks, in a mystery, nothing is what it seems. Anyway, as our investigation proceeds, we will have lots of clues. So let's go to our exhibit clue table. Exhibit A, the murder weapon. Unlicensed, no record of it being bought anywhere legitimately, so no doubt this was a weapon bought on the black market, so no doubt the killer did not want this weapon being traced back to him. Exhibit B, the rubber gloves that the killer used. Why use rubber gloves instead of normal gloves? A very odd thing to do. Okay, Exhibit C, a contract worth millions. A contract that Flash Stars recently signed to perform at a big club gig, to perform solo at a big club gig in Vegas. A deal worth millions of pounds. Obviously, this was a solo gig, so he wasn't going to include his teammates. They might not have been happy about that. And last but not least, Exhibit D, a silver button. We find this beside the murder scene. Now that's a very careless thing to do. Why would a killer, after shooting someone, leave a very incriminating piece of evidence behind? I wonder. And now, more importantly, on to our suspects. Now, there are 4 people very close to our victim, each with a very good motive for murder. And they are his 2 bandmates, Ed Rock and Josh Bass, their manager, Roger Vaughn, and lastly, their assistant, Ben Carson. My belief that one of these 4 people is our killer. So now I must interrogate them. Now, I invite you to interrogate them with me, to watch my interrogation and to listen very carefully to everything I ask, to everything that is said. After all, in mysteries, you must pay attention to everything that is said because something could be very important when it comes to figuring everything out. So now, let us go and interview our suspects. Ed Rock, Josh Bass, thank you for joining me. I would just like to ask you a couple of questions about the murder of your bandmate. Can we hurry this up, detective? We've a meeting about a gig in half an hour. Of course. Firstly, did the 2 of you get on with Flash Stars? Mainly, I suppose, yeah, I got on with him on and off. Like, he had great ideas for the songs and how to make the band stand out in the crowd, to the crowd and our fans and all. But it was more about making himself stand out, like me and Josh were invisible, which really kind of pissed me off. Like, a band is all about one person. There's no I in team. He was such a dick. What about you, Josh Bass? Did you get on with Flash Stars? Yes, of course. I always get on with everyone. I don't believe in anarchy. I believe in peace and kindness to all human beings. Goody two-shoes. The next question I'm going to ask you is, where were you both between 10 and 11 p.m. last night? For me? I was at a bar, watching a gig. I didn't know anyone there, but I'd say the barman might recognise me. I was at home watching a movie on TV. Not a very good one, too much CGI. And then after that, I cleaned the dishes. I hate untidiness, I just hate people being clean. I just love cleaning up, I just hate mess. I believe it's important to be very clean. And finally, do you recognise any of these items? I recognise one of these items. I recognise the contract. That contract is for a solo gig in Vegas. He was going to ditch the 2 of us, go off and make millions. Nasty little So annoying. I can't believe you do that to us. I don't think Flash would do something like that to one of his friends. But in the event if Flash couldn't go, there is a clause in that contract which says if Flash couldn't go, then one of us could go in his place. And it will be me. Now that we are rid of him, thank fuck, nothing can stand in my way. I'm taking that gig. I deserve it. After all the crap I had to put up with him. And one more thing, Detective. I recognise this button. It belongs to our manager, Roger Vaughan. He has a jacket with silver buttons on it. Okay, thank you both very much for your time. Thank you for joining me, Mr. Vaughan. I know you're a busy man, but I just want to ask you a few questions about the death of Flash Stars. Well, question away, I have nothing to hide. Firstly, did you get on with Flash Stars? In all honesty, I hated the bastard. Stuck up himself, absolute piece of crap. Couldn't stand him. He thought he was God's gift to the music world, as if. In the event should Flash Stars die, is there any way in which you would benefit? Just the commission I get for my services as a manager. It's not much, but it pays the rent. Suppose now I just have to try and find another band to manage. I'm afraid that's a lie. We did some digging into the band's finances and your personal finances. Seems a lot of the band's money is going into an overseas account in Spain. Money embezzled by you. That's a lie! No, it isn't. I spoke to the bank manager on the phone. Seems you bribed him to keep his mouth shut. You needed that money because you are a very unlucky man on the roulette table. In fact, several casinos in town know you all too well. Okay, yeah, I have a few gambling debts. I mean, everyone loves a little bit of fun at the roulette table now and again, but just because of a few gambling debts, it doesn't mean it's proof that I killed him. I mean, come on. But I reckon Flash Stars found out and threatened to expose you and tell the police, so you had to shut him up. Yes, Flash found out, but I didn't kill him. Do you recognise any of these items? This was found at the scene of the crime, Mr. Vaughan. This places you at the place of the murder, at the scene of the crime. Explain that. That can't be. That's impossible. Yes, the button is mine, but the jacket it belonged to is long gone. How convenient. No, I got rid of the jacket 2 months ago. I donated to the charity shop along with some other stuff. Ask Josh Biss. He helped me donate the stuff. And yes, I recognise the contract. I was there when Flash signed it, but only me and him knew about it. We were going to tell the guys about it after he signed it. Just one more question. Where were you between 10 and 11 p.m. last night? At home, watching football. It was Premier Championship night. There was nothing else on TV all of that night. Okay, thank you for your time, Mr. Vaughan. Mr. Carson, as the band's assistant, did you get on well with Flash Stars? To be honest, no, not at all. I hated him. All I ever got from him was bullshit, just crap, all sorts. Like, I'm the assistant, I help organise gigs, I help get things ready for the gig, you know, I helped him get ready, but I am not a servant. Do you know what? He always bossed me around, always get his tea, get his coffee, get my scone, I'd love to take that scone and shoved it up his mouth. Fucking I was sick of listening to him and giving orders. Who do you think he was, the prince? Huh. In fact, do you know what? Fuck it. I'm glad he's dead. Careful, Mr. Carson. Those are very strong words to use in front of a police detective. Now, where were you between 10 and 11 p.m. last night? I went for a little evening walk. Unfortunately, I was alone, so no one can corroborate my alibi. So sort of put myself in a tricky position here, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't kill him. Okay then. Do you recognise any of these items? No, I've never seen any of them before. Did you know Flash signed a contract for a solo gig in Vegas? No, I didn't, but it makes perfect bloody sense. That was Flash Stars all over. He didn't care about anyone but himself. Thank you, Mr. Carson. Just one more question. Out of everyone, did you know of anyone who would want to kill him? Who would want Flash Stars dead the most? Okay, well, if I was to put on a name, I would have to say, well, without doubt, Roger Vaughan. He hated Rod. He hated Flash, and Flash hated him back. Like, I mean, they were always fighting over money. Like, Flash would never give Roger the proper commission or his part of the sales from the tickets and all. Like, they were always fighting, they hate each other. So yeah, Roger, it has to be Roger Vaughan. Roger Vaughan has to be the one who did it. That's who I think killed him. Okay, I've heard enough. Thank you for your time, Mr. Carson. Well, we've looked at the clues and questioned the 4 suspects. So now the rest is up to you. Can you solve the mystery and figure out who done it? The answers you need are all here in this video. However, there are 3 very important clues which explain everything. So watch this video again and listen to absolutely everything everyone says. There is one interview in particular which will tell you, which will more or less, if you listen carefully, will tell you everything you need to know. So good luck, fellow detectives, and happy mystery solving. I will see you soon at the reveal video in which I will unmask the killer and we will see if you figured it out as I did and got the right answer.